2 months ago, Sam Mealy and his Minnesota Twins were involved in a World Series. And Sam, are you fully rested now?
Well, I am slightly, Harry. I wish that phone would stop ringing, though. And there was a time when my daughters would get on the phone and I'd have to get them off. But now I don't mind them staying on as long as they want because I don't have to receive all the calls that I'm getting. I'm going to a lot of speaking dates and engagements, and I do have to curtail the activities because of the family, naturally, and I have to be at home sometime.
Sam, I'm sure that you feel that your Twins can do it again. I'm curious to know what you think about the Indians' chances.
The Indians, who actually were the ones that, as you know and the fans know, we did an awful lot of running this past season. We expect to do even more next year, but maybe we've got to be a little more careful when we're running against them. But I think they've got a fine club. They've got fine pitching, and they've got some fellows that can run also. And I expect that Birdie probably will do more running. I expect a lot of clubs to do more running. That's why I say that when we go to spring training, from the first day, as soon as the fellas are in good condition, we're going to do an awful lot of running, more than last year.
Here's last year. Could it be that fellas like Al?
Are you going to read your entire statement here?
No, this is a radio statement we got up. It's a little different than this statement here.
Well, okay, the radio statement's shorter?
Yeah. I'm in Cleveland today to announce a new insurance program that makes insurance more widely available for properties in certain areas of this city. This new program has been developed in cooperation with the insurance industry and is designed to provide fire insurance at standard rates.
Can we start this again? We weren't quite ready, I don't think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We'll give you a few. You ready?
You ready over there?
Right.
I am in Cleveland today to announce a new insurance program that makes insurance more widely available for properties in certain areas of this city. This new program has been developed in cooperation with the insurance industry and is designed to provide fire insurance at standard rates for all residential properties maintained in an acceptable manner regardless of location or value. A set of guiding principles has been developed which will be instituted in Cleveland, and for conscientious property owners, these principles will be an incentive for the elimination of hazards endangering property, life, and health. My set of principles is based upon the idea that each property will be considered on its individual merits. To assist me in this program, which represents an innovation to customary insurance procedures, I have appointed a committee called the Cleveland Action Committee. The committee is made up of leading Cleveland community, government, and insurance people, among whom are representatives of the Insurance Board of Cleveland. These people are all aware of the scope of this program and are anxious that it be instituted in Cleveland. This entire program represents a breakthrough in planning for fire protection in specified areas, and I am certain that the insurance industry, agents, city officials, and the property owners themselves will cooperate to make it a successful program.
Mr. Morris, how widespread has the mass cancellation of insurance on properties in the east side and urban renewal and blighted areas been? Municipal cooperation. Have you talked with Mayor Locher regarding this matter?
No, I haven't, but I intend to today to be in touch with Mayor Locher to ask that 3 members of his cabinet or official body participate in this program. I'm asking that the Urban Renewal Director be included on this committee that we will form. The Building Standards Department head will be asked to participate, and the head of the Fire Prevention Bureau will be asked to participate.
What you've spoken of applies principally to real estate properties. What about personal properties and automobiles and that sort of thing?
This particular program is directed to the habitational dwellings and content. We hope to eventually move into the, if there are corrective measures needed, into the casualty field if that warrants our inspection.
Okay, if you would direct your answers towards our cameras, appreciate it.
Last March, workers from 234 parishes in the Cleveland Catholic Diocese began a campaign to raise funds for Catholic high schools. The goal, $20 million. Tomorrow night at Public Hall, a final report will be given. And with us here now is Monsignor Richard McHale, a member of the Executive Council for the campaign and an Assistant Superintendent of Schools. And Monsignor, how much money has been raised as of now?
As of now, there are more than $19 million has been raised. But of course, we expect that by tomorrow night we will have $20 million or more.
You expect quite a crowd at Public Hall, I understand.
About 10,000 of the 25,000 workers will be down there for the final victory rally.
Monsignor, can you tell us exactly how this money was raised?
Each parish was organized, and men in the parish volunteered their time to go out and to visit their neighbors, their fellow parishioners, and to present the case for Catholic high schools to them, and to solicit their contributions. So about 25,000 men have been working since last March to raise this money.
$20 million is quite a lot. Has it ever been raised in any other diocese?
The New York Archdiocese raised more than $20 million.
It's been a very satisfying and rewarding campaign.
Very satisfying, because the generosity of our people has been really a great encouragement.
Thank you so much, Monsignor.
Thank you.
Where'd she go?
Oh, yes, that's important. This, as would be the case in all government training programs, is one open to all Americans, whatever their race, color, creed, or national identity. But in understanding the realities of America in 1966, we would trust that minority peoples would be the particular beneficiaries of the program, since they are the particular victims of the age of automation.
Are you convinced this will break open the unions for minority groups such as Negroes?
These are separate questions that you raise here. The purpose of this program is to prepare American youngsters for entrance examinations into programs which are jointly run by labor and management. The matter of entrance to those programs is our responsibility in the Department of Labor. If an apprenticeship program jointly directed by labor and management is guilty of discrimination, then it is our obligation to decertify that program, to deny it federal government recognition.
This kind of problem existed 10 or 15 years ago. Why is something being done now and nothing before?
The pattern of discrimination isn't peculiar to joint apprenticeship programs. Ours has been a white-dominated history and a white-dominated culture. We are finding progress here now, as we are within churches and insurance companies and television stations and newspapers, and in every economic and social aspect of American life.
Mr. Henning, do you find that the labor problem because of the war in Vietnam is going to create a bigger demand for Negro workers who might not have had a chance to work otherwise?
The increase of the tempo of our efforts in Vietnam will inevitably mean a tighter labor market.
It will mean greater employment opportunity for all Americans. I think we can note the falling rate of Negro unemployment as well as white unemployment within the past year. Negro unemployment, which was running at about 10 to 12% in 62 and 63, and indeed in 64, has dropped now to 7.3%. This is not enough, but the increasing prospects of the economy as a result of fiscal and monetary policies through domestic effort, and the increasing of the war program in Vietnam undoubtedly has meant more employment for Negroes as well as whites, more opportunities in the skilled trades as well as in the unskilled occupations.
Congressman Ayers of Akron is threatening or has served notice that he's going to investigate the war on poverty. Do you think that this this session of Congress is going to cut back, sustain, or increase your efforts?
Well, I am convinced, in view of the President's State of the Union message, that there will be no compromising in the vitality of the domestic programs of this administration, and this certainly would include the war against poverty. It must be an endless war.
Some observers of programs such as this one say that it is badly administrated and that it, in all possibility, will not bear any fruit. Do you have confidence in the administration of this particular program?
I have, yes, I have great confidence in this program. The essential sponsorship of this program rests with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People and the Urban League. We have here a blending of public and private energies and forces and imagination to solve economic and social problems, which many of the critics of this kind of program have ignored. They did nothing historically to relieve the economic and social distress falling upon the great masses of the American people. We are moving now to relieve these areas of distress, particularly as they affect the American Negro.
As civil rights fighters, what makes them experts in training people for vocations?
They are not accepted solely on the basis of their race, although this isn't a bad idea. They are accepted by the federal government only in terms of their credentials, their qualifications, and those who are the instructors in this program have the necessary credentials of training. But in a particularly sensitive way, they are aware of the Negro problem in this age of automation, where deprivation has meant the denial of equality of preparation as well as equality of opportunity. The American Negro has been the special victim of the age of automation. His tragedy has been that he has come in large to the industrial markets of the North a generation too late. He has come from the agrarian South, much as the Irish, the Italians, and the immigrants of Eastern Europe came from countries untouched by the Industrial Revolution to the labor markets of this nation 100 years ago. But whereas in the age of immigration, there was a need for the hands of the unskilled worker, there is no such comparable need today. It is the first such program sponsored by federal funds. There have been experimental programs of a like nature directed by private forces, as in New York, but not for a multiplicity of crafts. We have had the example in New York of preparation of youngsters for the sheet metal workers entrance examination, but we are making a kind
All right, well, if the governor would help you, if you'd walk all the way back to Cleveland, would you be willing to do it?
Yes. Welfare conditions, we will. Yes.
You'll walk all the way.
We are not here to embarrass you, but to call upon you as another human being. And we know that you are concerned, because had not you been concerned, you would not have listened to what we have to say. And we thank you.
Governor, are you not considering calling a special session? Comedian Dick Gregory, it certainly means a lot to these people today to have you here with them. Why have you come?
Well, one, I have always been interested in not only the civil rights problem in America, but I think the problem that's more important than civil rights, which is human rights. Yeah.
Okay. Well, comedian Dick Gregory, the people here today are obviously thrilled that you have joined them. It certainly has added a great deal of importance to their march. I wonder why it is that you have taken time out from your busy schedule to be with them.
Well, I've always been interested in problems, civil rights problems, but I think this is more important than civil rights. This involves human rights, which is not only local, statewide, national, but worldwide.
And are you hoping for any particular kind of action, any particular result from this?
Well, I would like to be able for one time to say we won a victory with a politician. But I think we're moving in the same era in this country today that the Romans moved in before they fell. Caesar was a master politician, but Rome fell. I think America needs statesmanship today over political ability. I have no faith with politicians, none whatsoever.
Well, Dick, poverty is not a problem that you're faced with anymore. You're a pretty wealthy man. Were you ever on relief, or your family?
Yes,
did you grow up under conditions like that?
I was on relief for 20 years, yes.
Know their story. Know about young men, older men, who because of lack of education and training haven't been able to find a job. Of women who have lost their husbands through desertion and through death, and as a result have to stay at home in many cases with young